doing? You doing? Hey guys, how's everybody tonight? Happy Monday. What is it? 29th, maybe 25th. I'm not even sure. Anyway, it all blends together. Um, so, a couple really cool stories I wanted to share with y'all. And so, the first one, and kind of a little humorous thing as well at the same time. So, the first one was, the greatest thing about the journey, and now that I've taken a different job and had some time here, is being able to speak with, maybe meet some folks I never met before, and get back to spreading the point of the message. Well, let's see, about a month or so ago, somebody that had been following me reached out to me and said, "Hey Jim, my husband and I are going to be heading out to Route 66, and just wanted to see if you had any recommendations," which was really cool. And for me, as I explained to them today, it was never about good places. There were some towns that were really terrifically cool, but for me, it was the people that made the towns really cool. But I definitely had some recommendations. But anyway, uh, we started to talk, and they live out near Pittsburgh. But they're like, "Hey, maybe we can get together for lunch. We'd love to meet you, and kind of coordinate that, being as a distance." Well, they drove 2.5 hours today east to come meet me for lunch and talk, and we just spent a couple of hours together. And I didn't know when they started following me, but the story goes they were on their way to a doctor's appointment, and they saw me walking in a heavy rainstorm. And she said, "That looks like there's some kind of story there." And the next day, I was in the local paper out near Pittsburgh, and they've been following me ever since. But now they've become journey friends. Really neat thing. They're celebrating 45 years of marriage on their vacation, which is just one of the great things I discovered on this journey. And I apologize, I got Luna starred in this video today. Luna, want to say hello? Okay. Um, One of the great things I learned in this journey um, is, I met more than a handful of couples that are um, truly, uh, thoroughly, happily married, um, found their best friends and soulmates. And I got to be honest with you, it's kind of refreshing to see and to hear because, we have so much negativity in the world, and not even just in celebrity, but in just everyday life. People, look, marriage is hard, guys. It's hard. Relationships are hard. And, so to meet a couple that's married 45 years is pretty special. Linda's a retired teacher, so thank you, Linda, for putting in your time and your service. Her daughter's a teacher. Really cool story, and of course, much like a lot of people that engaged me, put me up, got to know me through the journey. A lot of people question, "What the heck would you do that for?" Their daughter's like, "You're driving 2.5 hours to meet some guy you never met before. What are you, nuts? What if he's like some kind of crazed killer or something?" And that comes up. I was, on that subject. I think if you follow me, we watch a lot of the ID channel in this house, and my even daughter's 12 has gotten into it a little bit. But you talk about, you see these stories, you know, you hear about them every day. I just today, I guess some guy down in Tennessee, two homes, 7 people shot and killed, and I certainly never blamed anybody for not reaching out or extending to me, as long as they weren't rude about anything. But it's pretty remarkable when you look back and think that how many people reached out and became part of my life and touched my life and my family's life. When I get your nose out of there. So I understand their daughter's reaction, but I mean, think about that. These folks never met me before, and they drove 2.5 hours out to have lunch with me and just sit and talk. And it was really sweet, it was really genuine. I can't tell you, I didn't click with everybody. We discussed that today to some degree, but there were many people, like I'd known them my whole life, and it's kind of like that today, and their family, and looking forward to getting out and bringing the kids out to meet with them as well when the time is available. That's the struggle with me right now at the time. But anyway, so to Gene and Linda, thank you for following. Thank you for treating lunch today. Thanks for coming out to see me, taking interest in the journey. Hope you have a great trip out to the Santa Monica Pier, and I'll get you some information like we talked about. So that was just kind of a really cool afternoon for me. Second story, also involves somebody that I haven't have yet to meet, although I hope to do it very soon. I think we might have been planned for later this week. But she's a woman from a little bit north of here, and when I say north, only half hour or so, and kind of become my second mom, always looking out for me. But she, like a lot of us, grinding, trying to find a way. Money's not easily come by. And she was sharing a story with me over the weekend that she wanted to take a friend for an errand, um, and she had gotten to the gas station, and she was able to scrounge up about $20 that was requiring, you know, finishing up two credit cards and a little bit of cash to be able to get back and forth to the grocery store. And I don't know all the details, but she was having some issue with one of the cards while she was online with the attendant, and it was a pickup truck over to her right with a younger gal sitting in it, as she said, and she must have overheard the conversation because this young woman pulled around by the curb and told the attendant that she'd like to pay for her gas and her fuel. Um, so I don't know. I think that Thelma was able to use up her money, but I think the woman, finished filling her up for her. But the gesture, left Thelma in tears, and she said, "The attendant got a hug. She got a hug." So it's those little things in life that do change. Literally, it's those little things that got me through 4 months safely, walking across this country. A little more than 4 months, I think. Um, anyway, but it meant a lot to her, and Thelma, thank you for sharing this story, because again, I want to be able to share some really positive things, and right here in our hometown a little bit, somebody reaching out to another human and helping them out. So that was kind of really special. And then by the time I got home, those of you that have been following me, a week or so ago, was it last weekend? A week ago yesterday? I think it was. Yeah. My son is a little bit of he's not. He's a car aficionado, and I don't know how he does it, if it's from video games or what, but he knows every sports car like that. Just looking at him, and I got him. Obviously, has some posters in his room of these sports cars and Bugattis, and Santa brought him tickets to the New York International Car Show we went to last week, and he's got some pictures as well. I guess Jamie was online shopping for for Bugattis, and she had a picture of one with a clip on it that said something to the effect that this one particular, I don't know if it was the model, I don't know if it was because of the driver. Anyway, but the insurance bill for this particular car was like almost $50,000 a year. So she said she had to rethink purchasing the Bugatti now because the insurance is so high. But think about that. I mean, again, you talk about crazy money when people are spending that kind of money on cars and things like that. But $50,000 just to insure a car. And, some people's homes, for crying out loud. Just nuts. So anyway, my work has taken me to the night shift, so that's freed me up for the daytime. Got some things I'm churning through. We'll try to make that happen. No, over here, please. But it's freeing up the time that I want and need to finish the book and get everything going. So there's some good days ahead, really good days ahead. Still got to grind through some things, but we're getting there. Thank you all for your support. Please feel free to email me, text me, stay in touch with me. I love to hear the positive stories. Really just it makes it all worthwhile, and we're going to change the world a little bit. I really believe that more than ever, now that I'm getting some time to myself and the business, and well, not the business, but the book and everything else. So I love you guys. Happy anniversary, Linda and Jean. Thank you so much. It meant the world that you thought enough of me to take the time to want to meet with me. Thelma, thank you for sharing the story. Jamie, I'm sorry, $50K for insuring a Bugatti. We might have to pass on that. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Love you all. Take care, and I'll be back in touch. Okay? Take care, gang.